Hi, it's Lori with Positive Things Living, and I'm here to do my weekly 45 minutes of Roxy's weekly challenge, Rachel at Roxy Creations. She had done a little bit on her making a cover this week, and the journal I'm working on isn't ready for me to finish the cover. I still want to do some stuff inside, so that's how I'm going to spend my 45 minutes this week. This is the cover. It's not put together at all. But I just wanted to show you something special that came from Gingy's Journey, Arlene Rivera at Gingy's Journey. And I fell in love with her dangles, her embellishments. So I ordered one for this journal. I just thought that would work out really beautifully. And it came in this very pretty little bag and a nice postcard. I'm so excited, and all kinds of little special stuff. So this is going to be the cover, and I have an old doily that's been hand done from my mom's. It's a fabric cover, and I used Wendy's Journal Adventures technique of putting two pieces of fabric together. It will have 3 signatures, this journal. I've been working on them you see on Instagram, I have different photos, and this will be the pocket at the back where a tag can go in. Yeah, so I have yet to finish and sew and do everything, but that's, to me, I guess I haven't made enough journals to decide whether the cover should come first and then the inside, or the inside and then the cover. Yeah, so I'll still be working on. I'm thinking about it as I'm going through it, because I'm adding these fabrics into the inside of each journal, the different laces and slow stitching. You can see that I'm just doing different things that are inside. Now this journal will have almost no digitals. I made a mistake, if you want to say it that way. I did a envelope. I don't know if I can find the envelope now quickly. Did a flip like Wendy. I did an envelope that, before I realized, it had a piece of my digital of positive words. Now I can't find the envelope. It's in there somewhere, and I had detached it. And I was like, oh dear. Well, so there's one piece of digital in here, and it's collaged onto an envelope that's a tuck. Anyhow, this morning, today is the 45 minutes is I'm going to make pockets for the tags that I've been making. And I watched Pam. Thank you, Gingy. This is Arlene. This is lovely. I'm tickled pink. I can't explain how excited I am. Anyhow, I saw Pam at Pam's Paper Outpost. I'll link below to everything that I talk about. She did pockets place them directly on a page. So I have to find a page that I like. Oh, here's the one. It has a little bit of so this is a digital. That's the only one. And it's got, no, I don't think it has any on the inside. Anyhow, I have to find a page that I want to put these pockets on. And she used book pages, tore them, and they became a pocket. Yeah. Let's do it on the back of this one. How's that? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let me put these signatures away. I have a big box of all the things that I'm keeping to put in each journal. So I'm going to take this out. so I can work on, so that's a tag, that's another tag. I was playing with making things look organic, as though they fit together. So I made a tag, a journaling card with Edith Holden images, and when I put it in, I wanted it to look like the birds were sitting under a leaf. Yeah, playing, trying to be clever. Isn't this pretty? This vellum is something that Eileen sent along for me. So 3 pockets. The goal is to make 3 tiered pocket to go on here. Now this is what I showed in the last video. I had used Yes Paste to glue these on, and if you can see, even though it's been under a box for a week, it's still curling. I have to figure out what to do about that. So we're going to use these here. They've been backed with a scrapbook paper, and it's nicely done. There's no bubbles. I'm really happy about the Yes Paste for this purpose. Now what Pam did, sorry, I've got bits and pieces everywhere. Do you craft like that? I'm slowly sort of spreading out from my one table to the entire room, the dining area. So let's tear with a ruler. That might be a little more neat. Yeah. And so 3 different heights is how she did it. I almost wish I had the video playing so I could follow along. Let's fold this in 3. Like so. Whoa. And as you see, this paper is very, it breaks, it tears easily, it's not sound on its own. That's why I've backed it always. And I knew, like, the book was falling apart when I purchased it. I knew that I would be having this issue, but I had to save the book and use it somehow, otherwise it would have been thrown in the garbage. And that's sad. That's what our junk journaling is all about, correct? It's about saving things so that they can be, what was old can be made new again and used, appreciated, be a part of our lives in a way that it wouldn't otherwise. I'll save these wee bits to do something with as we do. I have a whole box of bits and pieces. So we have 3 pieces of paper. And then what Pam did was she tore them together at the same time, hand tore them so that they would become pockets. There we go. And then what she did was she staggered them. So it would be here, it would be here, and it would be here, approximately. It's both symmetrical and yet not uniform, if there is such a thing. And then to tear them here so that they will fit on the page. There. Okay. Now comes the inking part. How do you do pockets? I saw this, I thought it was simple, and I knew I had something to use So I thought, well, okay, let's make this work. And I don't really have specific tiered pockets in this journal yet, so I thought I'd make one for each of the signatures, 3 signatures. My journal is coming together, as you saw. Please, I'm sorry about the shadows. I have 2 windows, one directly in front of me and one on this side. And it's sunny this morning, which I'm thankful for, but it causes shadows. And if I put down the blinds, then it will be the shadows with some slats on either side. But this space is our dining area, and it's a wonderful space to craft in because of the natural light. And obviously do videos also, but I usually do them later in the day. I'm doing this first thing in the morning. I don't have any of the grandchildren with me. And we have children above us that are very energetic, and they're enthusiastic vocally. It's both a blessing and a concern because they are wonderful children. Just they have a different time that their parents, well, they're up until 2 and 3 in the morning, but they sleep till noon. So I don't know what the thought process behind that is. Regardless, you can imagine going to sleep with little ones yelling and screaming and enjoying themselves above you is like. So I'm trying to make this video early so that we have some quiet while I'm doing it. All right, so there are the pockets. And that's why the shadows with the sun. Yeah. Nothing's perfect, right? Let's put this on. I use my glitter glue, which is art glitter glue, and there is no glitter in it, as I've explained before. I mention that because when I've been watching crafters, and now we're, oh, there we are. When I was first exploring the idea of junk journaling, and I watched crafters put glue on, they spoke about art glitter glue, and I wondered about their choice of putting glitter into a project, and obviously there was no glitter. It's the name of the company that makes it. All right, here we go. I really like this encyclopedia paper a lot. It has a slight sheen, smoothness to it. I find it lovely. Let's try and do things straight. Not one of my most yeah. Okay, and then we'll decorate. Here we go. 3 down. Little bits of paper and fabric everywhere. I've put it away. I don't know where it is. I did my tags for this week for the challenge of handmade tags with fabric. So that was, now this was a die cut, the negative space of a die cut, and inside is one of these vellum images. Yes, and I have this possibly to add, or I could use a fussy cut image from Edith Holden. But if there's going to be tags inside, like here, a tag in the pocket, then I don't need to put anything behind the pocket. The tags themselves will be the decoration. And I'll make a set of graduated tags that will work this way also. So I can cut off the stem and just have it going off the page like that. That might be pretty. Now remember, this is the back of the signature. This is the final page. This is what's on this side with a tag. So, yeah, I think I like that. What do you say? Is that pretty? And I have some washi. I won't use the writing washi because there's letters there already. I might put a smidge up the side. Yeah, that'll hold it nicely. Let's do that. I purchased this washi and it took a very long time to come. And then I realized, if you see on either side, it has like a border. So I've been tearing or cutting off the border as it goes. All right. Slightly awkward, but okay. This time I'm going to cut, because tearing is a laborious process, because it'll tear just a tiny bit and then tear again. And yeah. Okay, let's tear this side and I'll show you. Okay, of course, this time, now that I'm a camera, wonderfully. Oh, no, there we go. Problem. Stop. And then okay, here we go. Let's set this down on the side. And it's just a subtle washi, but it should help secure things nicely. Yep, there we go. I like that. And let's cut this off here. And this needs to go on here. Let's do a little bit of inking around the edges. I'm trying to give you less shadow. Where do you craft? Do you have a specific room that is dedicated to your crafting? In an ideal world, I suppose that would be lovely. I miss basements. I grew up in the north of North America, Canada, and we had basements, and basements were wonderful. But where I live now in southern USA, basements are rare. So do you craft in a basement or an upstairs extra bedroom if you're an empty nester? Or just in your dining area like I do. I keep things in banker's boxes, and then I can just put everything back in the box and pull it back out again when I want to have people over. I can put everything in the box, take the boxes in the office, and what do you think of the butterfly there? I have a box of fussy cut things. Just looking in it, I don't know if having you watch is makes you dizzy, but I think there were other butterflies somewhere. I might have used them already. There's one, but it's on a tag, on a full cutout, and I don't want to use that. All right, let's find something else. How about a little bit of lace? Lace at the top. I have some this. It's a faux stamp. And then I could layer something else on top of that. I'm just looking around at what I have on my table before I go digging in boxes. I don't think I'm going to introduce this color because it is not in the same family to my eye anyhow as the green of the leaves. But I could put this down. It will block putting a tag in here. So let's say there is a tag in there. I wonder if I should just leave it like that. Even out this. Interesting conundrum. All right, so we have washi here, we have this here. Maybe the rest of the embellishment is just the tags that are put into each pocket. And as they're sticking out, they become the interest. I have this, but 2 in a row doesn't seem like it would work. I'm gonna have to go see what's in my boxes. I'll be right back, okay? Right back. Hi, back again. I know it was no time for you, but I have another piece of this that I've embossed with an embossing folder. I'm just reaching for it right now. This Cuttlebug. I like the leaf pattern on it. It feels like it matches Edith Holden's images. And a little piece here, and a die cut oval that I'll put here, and whoever wants this journal as their own can maybe write something on here as they choose. Or I may decide to stamp some numbers. I don't know. So let's just put this on here and see how the die cutting has affected the integrity of the paper, even with the scrapbooking on. I have to be very careful, and it's good. It's fine when it's completely put down on the page, but I wouldn't want any sticking up. Yeah, and that can be at the side there, and it won't affect the tags that go in the pockets. Let's do that and be generous with the glue so that all the little bits are stuck down. Yeah, I don't think stick glue, like glue sticks, would work with this as well as the art glitter. And putting it down carefully, carefully. Just adds a little bit of texture. and interest without messing with the image. The image is still the focal point. This here, I'll have to take a bit off on this side. Inking. Wow. Really impacts the, I'm looking for a piece of paper so that I can ink on there. I don't see one close by. Ah, there it is. This is the one I've been inking on. Okay. Here we go. We'll put that down, and then the circle, die cut circle. It has a slight, it looks like a stitching around. I found it interesting. And this is paper that is Southworth. I'll link below again in the description box. When I upload videos, the process is, for me anyhow, unless I learn something differently, at this point in time what I've experienced is easier to go back in and write the description of what's in the video in the description box later, using a keyboard as opposed to, my thumbs on the phone. So sometimes it's not as quick as what it should be. The video shows up and perhaps there's no description underneath yet, or a very rudimentary one. So, which way should we go? This way? This way? I don't know. This way. There we go. And there is our decorated pocket with an Edith Holden image. It will go as the back page in this signature. So yeah, that's the front. This goes in like so, like so. I have been adding tracing paper on top of this paper that is from the late 1800s, just so that you have an option to write. If you want to take the paper off, you can. I mean, it's just washi tape. And I try and decorate a little bit. Now, this is a postcard. I don't think it's vintage. My mom sent it to me with something. It's Vincent van Gogh. I just thought the colors were pretty. So, yeah. And the other thing that I'm using are these Post-it notes. They're transparent Post-it notes. So again, they'll come off the page if nobody wants to use them, but it gives you a chance to write on. I've been adding them to the different pages with a decorative element on top. This, yeah, it's coming together. How do you know when you're done? At what point do you stop? I mean, do you have to have something on every page in your own aesthetic? Or do you just leave a few pages undone? Here's the journaling spots that we made together in the first video of Roxy's weekly challenge. A belly band that's slightly embossed, so I can stick a tag in there. And this one, yeah. How do you know when it's done? That's the question. Now I'm going to make 3 tags, not on camera. I think 1 pocket is enough. 3 tags to go in here that it'll look nice. If you're interested, join me on Instagram. You'll see the tags go in the pockets, what they look like. For today, I'm going to call this done. This is the third, I think it's the third of 52 of Rachel at Roxy Creations weekly challenges. Take care. It's Lori at Positive Thanks Living. See you soon or next week. Bye. Hey there, I'm back. I realized I haven't made up my 45 minutes yet. So I'm going to quick do two more sets of pockets. I won't decorate them, but we'll just make the pockets. So this is a book from my dad's library. It could be somewhere in between 61 and 75, not sure. Department of Ontario Agriculture. And yeah, so let's choose 3 pages out of here and make a pocket like the other one that we just did. So these are the front and the back of the other 2 signatures that we'll work on. Let's just go like this. So that, sorry, I don't mean to make you. It's not going to go this way. Let's tear them. We'll tear them. Weeds of Ontario. Canada. As you can tell, the sun has moved a little bit in the sky, so it's easier to craft. Less shadows anyhow, I hope. Oh dear, this isn't working. It's gonna rip. All right, let's use the ruler. Maybe I need to do that more consistently or tear more carefully. There we are. I didn't back these papers. They're a very sturdy paper. It has a slight sheen to it, and yeah, it's strong. No problem there. I'm gonna tear the tops. The top, I think I like, all the pictures are more or less on the bottom. So let's tear the top where the writing is. Bring it down a little bit. Maybe tear here. And it fits on the page like so. Tear our pockets. Okay, let's do it like this. And I might just bring this up further so we see a little bit of the picture of the, or the image of the plant, weed, fleabane. Interesting. Do you ever get caught up in reading the words on books that you use? I'm like that. See a word, must read the word. This is Vintage Photo Distress Ink. I've been using it all through this journal. And it adds a cohesive look to what I'm making, which is nice. Now this one I am not going to glue on the bottom, so the tag can go all the way down. when I make the tags. It will be stopped by the bottom. I'll be gluing at the bottom page. So let's glue this on with our art glitter. As I was checking what I had already recorded, and then realized that my timing was too short for our 45-minute challenge. I thought, okay, I'll just add this on at the back end of the video. So that's what you'll be seeing. Nothing new, just a little more of the same. Let's tear this off. But if you're interested in seeing it again, or you just have it sort of playing in the background, hello. I'm recording this on a Friday. I may not upload it until Saturday, or I could upload it today also. In the past 2 videos, I've talked about our date nights, as Rob and I are married 37 years this year, and we are doing 37. The goal is to do 37 unique dates, meaning no 2 dates are the same. I had put some pictures in last week's video and of our first 2 dates. The first one was a Scrabble game that was not traditional Scrabble, rather it was a sort of a memory, going down memory lane, making words that talk about our memories over the years we were married. And the second one that he surprised me with, that was Rob's turn to choose, we made paper airplanes. And on the paper airplane were places that we'd like to travel, as though time or money or this time period were not a barrier. So the different continents, we each picked places on the different continents that we'd love to travel. And so we made our paper airplane, wrote the details on the airplane, and then described them to each other, what we'd eat and what we'd see and where we'd stay. And then we tossed the paper airplane in the air. And that was fun. So tonight is our 3rd date of 37. And the unique idea that we're going to do, again, we're in this time period where we're at home and nothing is open to go anywhere. So you have to be creative. So we're going to make our own little mini golf course inside the apartment. And we're going to borrow our grandson's little toy golf clubs and the ball that goes with it. And we're going to play our game of mini golf in the apartment. We'll set up a obstacle course using books and toys and I don't know what else. I'll take some pictures, maybe show you next week. And play mini golf at home in our apartment, just the 2 of us. So that's our 3rd of 37 unique date nights in 2021. Challenging ourselves to keep dating regardless of how long we've been married. Enjoying each other's company, learning something new about each other, dreaming a little bit, playing. Because as you get older, you forget that you should play also. Playing is important. Here's this washi tape again. Oh, that's interesting. Tore all by itself. I do like the way the edges look on this piece of this book page, don't you? They're just sort of little shredded. Let's put it on this side instead. And we can still see the image through the washi. That's why I like washi. See that image through there. And I think I might put this down here. This is an image that Arlene gave me in as just a gift. Or maybe not. Maybe, pardon me for reaching. I have this. I fell in love with this. I might keep this for myself. Sorry. There's a few others. Or maybe these are washi stickers. Yeah, maybe this. This would look pretty, don't you think? Right there. Or maybe just a flower. I have some washi flowers that are really pretty. Yes, I think that'll be just a little bit of color on here to add to the beauty. Let's see what else there are to choose from. And these are not easy to get off the backing, but they're real pretty. So there, I like that one. There, how about that? Yes. Okay. You can see how difficult the removal of the backing is. But they're pretty. Coax it off the back. Okay. And put it on. There we go. And I'll make another set of 3 tags to go in there. Okay. This is the final part of this video. This should bring me closer to 45 minutes anyhow. A Roxy weekly challenge. Rachel at Roxy Creations. It's Lori with Positive Thanks Living. And if you're wondering why this is up here, because it tells me where I have to be so that you can see me. Anyhow, bye-bye. Take care.